What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today I am hitting the VGC Series 8 ranked ladder with this Choice Scarf Swampert team. A lot of people liked when I used Swampert. Last time I used it, way back, I guess that was Series 7. It's not as great in Series 8, and this strategy, well, let me just tell you about it. This strategy is basically that you can, the Swampert is speed crept, or rather, the Cinderace is speed crept down so that you can Choice Scarf flip turn into your own Cinderace, give it its weakness policy boost, and then obviously Zamazenta is there to outspeed literally every physical attacker on your team and make them stronger with coaching, right? That's the idea. Ultimately, the flip turn thing doesn't happen nearly as much as I wanted it to. I think when I saw it in Series 7 once or twice, it was cool because there weren't really fast legendaries running around, and so your Swampert actually could outspeed some stuff. It hasn't happened a ton for me in testing, but the team still operates really well, and because Zamazenta still outspeeds Swampert, you can surprise people with how fast Swampert is when they're not expecting it, but also you can get those coaching boosts in before Swampert attacks. Hopefully we get to do that today in the video, but in case we don't, that's how it's supposed to operate. The rental code for this team will be shared if this video reaches, we'll set 95 likes. 95 likes, and I will share the rental code for this team in the description below. I'll change the thumbnail, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you want to see this team, because I also always make a post saying, hey, I released that rental code. Also join the Discord for free. Link to that is in the description below. And also definitely follow along, because this team is also pretty sick, and I'm going to be using that in my next video. I'm also going to be using both of these teams tonight on stream if you're watching this on Thursday, 8 p.m. tonight. I stream every Thursday night at 8 p.m., so come hang out. And I think that's it. Okay, let's go beat some people up. Or get beat up. Shall we? What am I looking at here? There's a Mr. Mime on my opponent's team. Mr. Mime, Veltal, that old classic combo. It makes me want to try and run Cinderace really bad. Just because if they're going to be doing silly stuff, I'd like to be doing it too. I think I can do that though, so let's just try and lead the Cinderace Swampert combo. We'll definitely bring, like, I might just bring all my physical guys. The name of this team is Jollies because 4 of the Pokemon are Jolly nature. Zamazenta, Thundurus, Swampert, and Cinderace are all Jolly nature. And Thundurus with that... Actually, Thundurus is just really good in this situation. Yeah, it's better than all my other options too, so... Bringing all the Jolly guys, and Zamazenta can support every single one of these Pokemon with coaching. Really, really nice. The only things that you really got to be scared of that Zamazenta can't outspeed is like Regieleki, Zacian. It's a really fast Pokemon. They're leading with these two. It's going to be an Ice Shard weakness policy pop, isn't it? But even if it is, we are going to outspeed first. I think. Oh, I don't know. I did speed creep the Cinderace down. I think I go for it, though. I could G-Max Fireball. It's so much damage. Let's go for it. They didn't intimidate me, so let's just go for it. And let's flip turn. Oh, please work. Please still be faster than Veltal. I think we're doing the same exact thing here. I'm just going for a flip turn, and they're going for an Ice Shard. And I just hope... I mean, you're not speed crept that far down. You need to lower your speed a little bit, but I'm still Jolly nature. I'm as fast as I can be and still underspeed Choice Scarf Swampert. Come on. I Dynamaxed first. Confirmed. Confirmed. Unless they are Dynamaxing their Mr. Mime here. Okay. And now the question becomes, can +2 G-Max Fireball kill this Yveltal after an Ice Shard? I still think that's what's going to happen here. Oh, they faked me out. Okay. That opens up a different opportunity, actually. No, I still think I'm going to go. If they go for Airstream, see, yeah, that does mess things up here. Just a bit. They could also have Freeze Dry on their Mr. Mime now, and there's just weird things they can do now. I still think I'm going to try and go for the same thing I was. I mean, I think I still want to stay a fire type, just because they could go for ice moves if I turn into ice. And we can try and get a flip turn up. I don't think I'm going to be outspeeding. Like, really what has to happen now is that I might outspeed Mr. Mime. But maybe not. Mr. Mime feels like it's a pretty fast Pokemon. I think Swampert might just go down here. Which is okay. Okay. I could have also maybe switched into Thunderous there. No, not if they go for a Freeze Dry, that would stink. Oh, what's happening here? I am going to outspeed the Mr. Mime. I'm going to do so much damage to myself. Wow, okay, don't do that strategy. What is happening there? I mistook something. Oh, wait. That did so much damage to myself. Help. What the heck? That wasn't happening on Showdown. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't think that I did that. I think maybe this Swampert is invested in attack, and the one on Showdown was just HP and speed. I think that is what's happening here. They went for Trick Room. That's why they outsped me. Why would you go for Trick Room after you just... You just went for an Airstream the turn before. I never went for an Airstream. I should underspeed you. Unless you're minus speed, and that would make sense as to why I outsped that. No. What's happening right here? I'm gonna double into the Veltal. Somebody's gonna kill Veltal here. I hope. Yeah, I think that is what's happening here. Is that my Swampert on Showdown must be max HP, max speed. Which is what you'll get. I'll make sure that, you know. Oh, I undersped the Veltal. What do you know? The plan still works, even though I destroyed my HP bar. That will do like much less damage. That'll do like, I mean, it still does a chunk, you know. Like, it definitely still does like more than your usual popping your own weakness policy does. It's more to surprise the opponent, but that was a lot. That did more than half. And I think it's because this Swampert I must have just not paid attention to. It must be invested in attack and not HP, and that's on me. But the one that you'll get will be max HP, max speed, because at that point you can still boost your attack with coaching, but you don't destroy yourself when you go for the flip turn strat. My opponent's going to go for Earthquake here, or Rock Slide. So I can go for Wide Guard. And maybe even just a Sucker Punch into that guy. Let's try it. Hopefully it went for an attack. What else would Mr. Mime do? Please, please work. Please work. Nice. Caught him. This game is ridiculous. I'm playing against Mr. Mime. I'm destroying my own Pokemon. But awesome. They went for Earthquake. We were able to Wide Guard. What would be amazing is if that thing was locked into Earthquake now, and we could just Wide Guard through the rest of the game. There's Ursh. Why did they go for Trick Room? I'm still so shocked by that. Did they like time out or something? Because like That's a little crazy. Trick Room has 2 more turns on it. I can protect once with Cinderace, actually. Let's do that. And I'll just Behemoth Bash into the Urshifu. They're going to protect too. Why are you protecting? What's the play here? Earthquake. It's just going to go into my Zamazenta, who can definitely take it. Ooh. Did not take it that great, though. Actually, I think that my opponent is Choice Band Lando, because that should not have done that much. And if they are Choice Band Lando, I'm not scared of them, because in the back I have Thundurus. I really just need to target the Urshifu. Yeah, let's just go for Ursh, I think. And I can just wide guard right now. Let's try it. Oh, they are not Choice Band. How did that do that much damage? Did I get my defense lowered at some point? Hopefully they went for a close combat or something here. Into Zacian? Or into Zamazenta? Okay, so I'm gonna get a nice Pyro Ball off into this Urshifu, as long as I hit it. Please. Please work. Nice. Cinderace putting on a clinic in this game. Literally has only been hurt by myself. And now we can bring out Swampy. Because now Swampy can surprise that Lando, go for a Choice Scarf. Attack invested, apparently. Liquidation into the Landorus. I could just protect one turn, I think. Let's do that. They're probably going to protect Urshifu and go for an Earthquake. If I had to guess. I guess that also would have been a really great time to go for a Fly. But they could also Sucker Punch me. Yeah, they're going to go for an Earthquake here. But Swampy should shock the world here. I'm so happy we were able to get that on the recording. Even if it wasn't the same battle where I, revealed that my stats are all messed up. We were able to surprise my opponent with a Choice Scarf Swampert multiple times in this one game. But Cinderace will not let Swampert have all the glory and will get this Sucker Punch off first to finish up the game. Really, really fun game. I don't know why my opponent was running Mr. Mime. I assume it was the Ice Shard situation. I still don't think there's a lot more Ice Shard Pokemon. Maybe they had the opposite thought where they were like, I don't want to hurt myself that much, so I can't run like Ice Shard Weavile. So I'm going to run a really weak Pokemon and go for Ice Shard, so I'm hurting myself as little as possible. Whereas I'm like, no, let's go for like an Adamant Choice Band Swampert with Life Orb also somehow, and flip turn into my own Pokemon, knock myself into the red. Good game to my opponent. That was fun. This is cool. It's a Rain Team with Buzzwole on it. Buzzwole doesn't like a lot of my Pokemon, actually. This is not the time for Cinderace. I don't think. This team does not have Fake Out, which is a thing to just be mindful of. My team does not have Fake Out. So I think Moltres could put in a lot of work here. Honestly. Why don't we go, we could go Moltres and Amoonguss, I think. Oh no, you know what? Sorry. You have wide guard. That's the whole thing. Okay, we'll bring Amoonguss in the back, and then Thunderous also just, like, slaps in this game. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. All my testing with this team was done yesterday. But the Zamazenta, you don't have Fake Out on the team. And so having wide guard is really, really nice with Zamazenta. Zamazenta is just like an amazing support Pokemon. Super underrated. Okay, so they led fast. They led fast. I think I am going to go big with Moltres. Do I think there's a chance I can get faster than these two? I kind of don't. I think my best bet might just be to go for... No, I'm going to go for Airstream into Kyogre. And I'll just... I'll wide guard this first turn. While Kyogre thinks it can get off a Water Spouts. This is probably the Kingdra. I'm gonna assume. Okay. Let's see who they targeted here. A lot of people do go for Zamazenta. But regardless, I don't, like, unless they went for an ice move, I don't think they're going to hit Moltres for super effective damage here. And because they didn't lead Tailwind, we'll outspeed the Kyogre, which is, I feel like, the biggest thing. They could also protect Kyogre, which I think is honestly the thing I'm most scared about. We get the wide guard off. Geyser comes out into Moltres, popping my Berserk. But that did a ton of damage. Is that Life Orb? Yeah. I get my Citrus Berry boost, but I don't think that'll help me live another one. I think another one would just kill me. That said, we got a bunch of damage off on Kyogre, and I bet Kyogre went for either Origin Pulse or Water Spout here. Very cool. Okay, now I can protect with Moltres and maybe hope to get some damage off here with... Well, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to protect with Moltres. I'm going to go for a big old Snarl. That'll lower the special attack of the Kingdra. I'm assuming it's a special attack in Kingdra. I could be wrong. But if it is, then we might actually be able to live something with Moltres on the next turn. Maybe even hope to outspeed some stuff, because oftentimes when you're running Swift Swim or like Sand Rush, you know, you can run them without maxing out their speed. You can sort of like give them the adamant nature, or give them a modest nature, you know. Which sometimes allows you to, like, if with 2 Airstream boosts, we might be able to outspeed a modest Kingdra in rain. Not if they're going for Airstreams, though. So I am going to go for one more Airstream here. This is nice because we're wasting all of their Dynamax. But if I target the Kyogre, go for the Airstream, we could be okay. And they're targeting Moltres too, not Zamazenta, which I like a lot because it means that my Thunderous in the back can come out, and Zamazenta can just support that thing like crazy. And that Thunderous is also not scarfed. It's, oh wow, with 1 speed boost, Zamazenta was able to outspeed that Kingdra. That's awesome. We are also able to outspeed. Oh wow, okay, with 1 speed boost, Kingdra. Strong, dude. There's the Geyser, but I think with 2 Snarls, we might be okay here. Very cool. And we're going to get another Berserk boost. We got that first Berserk boost, right? I'm pretty sure we did before the Citrus Berry went. Raichu. Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to double. Like, I think I could just Fiery Wrath and go for the Snarl again. Because they could fake out one of my Pokemon, but I'm going to outspeed their Raichu. No question. And apparently we only need one speed boost to outspeed their Kingdra, so... They're going to switch out their Kingdra. I guess that makes sense, right? Because of the... Whoa. Shiny Buzzwole is so extra. Raichu's going to protect. Interesting. Can you take a wild guess who's, like, so happy that they have Hurricane on this Moltres instead of Air Slash? And that definitely was supposed to be Air Slash, and I kept it Hurricane. I haven't said anything about it during this recording, because I was like, oops, forgot to change it. Definitely wanted to. But now we're just going to roll with it, because it looks really smart. Oh, man. My opponent's just flailing. Now, if they, they probably have a Sash on, well, that's not true. They have a Whimsicott on their team, so they might not have a Sash on this Raichu. Oh, I'm just not going to do any damage because they resisted me, right? Yeah. But that's all that really matters, just getting rid of that Kingdra. I'd like to not die to this Thunder, but we don't have enough HP to make that happen. The rain stopped. Okay, so they no longer get 100% accurate Thunders, but I can go into my Thunderous, and we can start coaching. Because what's their Buzzwole going to do? They might have Rock Slide on it, right? Maybe an Ice Punch. Could be a little scary, but I don't know. We're getting defense boosts too, so that's like the main thing. Yeah, let's just Wild Charge and Buzzwole. No wait, they have Lightning Rod. What am I doing? I gotta get rid of the Raichu first. But I don't want to go for Super Power. I guess I could if I'm also going for coaching, right? Let's Super Power into Raichu. Let's get the coaching up as well. I'm wondering what their Buzzwole is gonna do. I guess Rock moves, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm nervous that Super Power... Like, I want to get rid of this Raichu in one shot. Foul Play might not do it. It's a special attacking Raichu. I definitely don't want to go for Fly. That's weak. Won't do it. Can't go for Wild Charge. So Super Power is apparently what I'm going to choose here. But that will get rid of the Raichu. Just get rid of the boosts I just gave myself. reset my stats. And went for close combat into Zamazenta, which is good news for me. The defenses are down. I wonder if that thing has Protect. I bet it doesn't because it switched right back out into Kingdra. So can I fly? Do I think I'm gonna try and fly. And we'll get one more coaching before Zamazenta goes down. We also have, oh my god, we have Amogus in the back to just support Thundurus. Brick Break? Huh. Beast Boost, right. Yeah. Attack goes up, but We can just go for a Spore here. Here's my event Among Us. Okay, let's Spore this thing, I think, right? No, I think we Rage Powder. Because if I don't kill here... If I don't kill here, then they could just target Thunderous. But I think I am going to kill. It's 4 times super effective, even if they do have a good physical defense stat. Nice. Okay. The team operated. Zamazenta really, I think, that battle highlighted just how good Zamazenta can be as a support Pokemon. Like, it just literally stopped Kingdra Kyogre in its tracks when it had no business doing so. So, good game to my opponent. That was a fun one. Okay, I see Incin, which makes me want to bring... This team is way more standard than the teams we've been playing. Even though that Kyogre team had a lot of standard Pokemon on it. You see Tornadus on a Kyogre team way more often than you see Kingdra, but there were still some solid Pokemon. I'm going to give myself some leeway on that. But this team definitely has way more Pokemon. Nihilego, though, maybe a little less often. But now we have that thing where we're going to have to deal with the Zacian and trying to outspeed Zacian. That said, my Cinderace is a pretty good matchup. Pretty solid matchup. Also my Thundurus. I think Thundurus is honestly the biggest thing. Let's go Thundurus. I have the Assault Vest. I also have Zamazenta if I need to go for a whatchamacallit, you know what I mean? If I have to go for a Behemoth Bash into the Nihilego to neutralize that. Not going to bring Swampert because of the Rillaboom. But we'll bring Cinderace in the back, and a lot of Pokemon weak to rock. So maybe Swampert would be nice. Let's bring Swamp. Let's bring Swamp, actually. I can't flip turn into my own Cinderace, but maybe I could do something else. I'm honestly anticipating, like, here's the thing with Swampert, is that if they lead with their Nihilego, I can't protect with my Thundurus. And at that point in time, it might make more sense to go for a switch out into Swampert and then go for a Behemoth Bash into the Nihilego. And they did lead with these two, so this might be the play. I'm not going to like a Meteor Beam from this thing, even if I am Assault Vest. So let's actually just switch right out into Swamp. Because they brought the Whimsicott, it makes me think they didn't bring the Rillaboom. Let's just try this. I don't know if they actually would follow through. I don't know if they actually would follow through on the plan to, like, Tailwind and go for a Meteor Beam here. Because I can so obviously just Behemoth Bash them. Are they doing it? Okay. Let's neutralize the Nihilego. If we can get rid of the Nihilego, suddenly Thundurus has no answers. I mean, I guess Zacian can still, like, scare it, but Dynamax Thundurus at this point, Swampy eats that up. And it was a crit, too. He didn't eat it up. He is in the red. But he didn't die, which is cool. And Nihilego is dead. So Thundurus loves seeing that. And that was the reason why I ultimately, in the last seconds there, decided to bring Swampert. Because I knew Swampert could take a Meteor Beam better than anybody else on my team. There's the Incin. But what are you going to do? Like, I feel like I can still go for a high horsepower maybe into the... Or I could try a Flip Turn. Let's try and Flip Turn out. Let's actually just double into Whim here. Yeah. They're Dynamaxing their Incineroar. Insanity. That's actually not a bad play on my opponent's part. Like, if they set the sun on this turn, which it seems like they're going to, Thundurus doesn't love the sun being, like, taking a max flare in the sun. Moonblast into whom? Into Swampy. Swampy will go down, unfortunately. But we'll get this Behemoth Bash off into the Whimsicott. I don't think this will kill, though. And I actually think that we can still outspeed these Pokemon under Tailwind. Well, no. We actually just found out that Zamazenta does not outspeed Whimsicott there. And I am a little worried about its special defense stat, if I'm being honest. Gosh, are you the play, Thundurus, or is Cinderace the play now? Cinderace may have just become the play. I could also go Thundurus. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? This is, like, super risky, but I'm going to go Thundurus here. I'm going to pull Zamazenta back. And I'm going to bring Cinderace in to take the Max Flare and the Moonblast. But let's get big here. Let's go for the Airstream into Whimsicott. Yeah, and let's switch out into our Cinderace. Cinderace, famously, super defensive Pokemon, able to take moves like a champ. Ooh, I hope this works. Please work. Yeah, you can't switch Zamazenta out into Thundurus to take a Max Flare when it's not Dynamaxed. So I feel like this is the best option for me right now. Moonblast into my Fire type. Cinderace should be okay. Should survive that. We are going to move before the Incineroar. That all checks out. That'll make my Cinderace faster, too. And I'm hoping they max flared into the Zamazenta just in case the Moonblast didn't kill. That's what I would do. Because I actually don't think that max flare would kill my Cinderace either. But they could also just go right into Thundurus. Okay, yeah, they wanted me to give you... Or they wanted... And there's Zacian. And Tailwind is still up, yes? That's pretty spooky. One more turn of Tailwind. Okay. So, I can get a move off with my Thundurus. And I can protect my Cinderace. Question is, what move do you go for here? I think I have to do damage to the Incineroar, and I could maybe get off a Knuckle. Let's do that, I think. Ugh, gosh. Scary, but I think that's what I'm going to do. After this Tailwind goes down, now I have a +1 speed boost. They protected the Zacian. That's amazing. I have a +1 speed boost on Cinderace. I'm going to have a +1 attack boost on Cinderace. I will be able to outspeed my opponent with Cinderace. And unboosted, I don't know if the Incineroar really knows what to do against my Cinderace. Max Flare to Cinderace. They didn't even target. Oh, I feel like that was a mistake. I feel like my opponent messed up there, because now I can go for Superpower. Or no, I don't even need to. I can just go for another Max Knuckle. Is that the play, or is Airstream? The Airstream, I think, is the play into the Incin. And we can just Pyro Ball the Zacian now. What say you? Oh, this team is slick. Okay, cool. Goodbye, Zacian. And you're not going to like this Airstream. I really think that they had to go for the flare into my Thundurus, take that thing out, and then they have a much better chance at squeezing something out if it's my Zamazenta and my Cinderace against their 2 Pokemon than if they tried to kill Cinderace there. Although I guess they were thinking, oh, Zacian can, like, what is Thundurus going to do to Zacian, whereas Cinderace can still go for Pyro Ball into Zacian, which is what ended up happening. So maybe that's what was going through their head. I don't know. I'm not them. Regardless, that was really fun too. I think I said that about all these battles. Really fun battles. And good game to my opponent. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you want to use this team for yourself, definitely help this video reach 95 likes, and I will share that rental code. It usually takes me about 24 hours. So if you're really dying to use this team, like it, and then come back in 24 hours. It should be in the description below, as well as a Poke Paste, by the way. Really, really fun team. I'm so glad we were able to use Swampert and make it do stuff. Very cool. And remember, the Swampert will be max HP, max speed. When you get it, it will not destroy your Cinderace. It'll do a lot of damage. It just won't destroy it like you saw today. Like you saw today. Also, I forgot to mention this in the intro, but I am currently playing through Pokemon Xenoverse, fan-made Pokemon game. It's getting a lot of acclaim. It's really, really fun. New Pokemon, new region, all this stuff. There's a Nuzlocke of that happening on the channel right now. We're only 2 episodes in. You're not too far behind. Go check that out. It'll probably be in my end card, so you can wait 2 seconds and click right on that if you're interested. And if you're watching this the day of the premiere, come hang out tonight at 8 p.m., Every Thursday night at 8, I am streaming, and tonight I am streaming with this team, and I am streaming with the other team that I gave you a preview of in the intro. It uses Ring Target Meowstic, and you can switch Ring Target onto ground types, onto Landorus, basically, and kill it with a Regieleki. You can also do the same thing to normal types with Astral Barrage on the Dead Horse Deer. What does Pokemon become? That's a really fun team, too. And even if you can't check it out tonight, I'm going to be making the video for that as well, setting a rental code goal and all that stuff. So look out for that if that piques your interest. Okay? Come join the Discord. Link to that in the description below. And until next time, my name is Berm. See you later.